Ladies and gentlemen, this is sick. This is really funny to me, right? Because now the FBI claims they rank black identity extremists bigger threat than Al Qaeda and white supremacist leaked documents. It's really funny. They're trying to, of course, ignore the real truth here is just white supremacist terrorists attacking, doing mass shootings and everything, right? So they really trying to make it look like the BIE is more terror than white supremacists. So I'm gonna go ahead and read this article. It's on Newsweek. It says leaked FBI documents indicate black identity extremists and animal rights activists are among the agency's top counterterrorism priorities under President Donald Trump. The FBI priority list documents obtained by the Young Turks Thursday lay out the Bureau's 2018 fiscal year focal points in counterterrorism, crime, cybercrime, and counterintelligence. In 2018-19, the threat guidance documents described the BIE, the black identity extremists, as those who use force or violence in violation of criminal law in the response to perceived racism and injustice in American society. Get the hell out of here. If you're going to believe this mumbo jumbo, I don't know what to tell you. They're doing this because they feel that they know that white supremacists is on the rise in this country, and they want to set an example of what happened. So they want to blame, guess what, the black community for all of this. So they know there's white supremacist sleeper cells in this country, but they want to blame the black community and black people, which is the BIE, for terrorist attacks, which there's no evidence of. So I'm going to go ahead and say the file claims some BIE acted in hopes of establishing a separate black homeland or an autonomous black social institutions, communities, or governing organizations within the USA. An Intel FBI report from August 2017 was widely criticized for using the BIE label, which many call racist, but the Consolidated Strategy Guide documents leaked this week show the FBI kept the term and made BIEs one of the top counterterrorism priorities. Under the Trump administration, they're considered a bigger threat than a terror group such as Al Qaeda. Animal rights, environmental extremists, and anti-authority extremists were also deemed top essential threats. Under a cryptic strategy titled Iron Fist, the leaked documents suggest the Bureau plans to use infiltration and other undercover techniques to mitigate threats posed by black extremist groups, including exploiting the felony status of some members. Other language labels black extremists as racist themselves, likely to target civilians and government entities that are perceived as oppressors, including but not limited to law enforcement officers, the U.S. government, members of rival BSE groups, and individuals based on race, ethnicity, sexual orientation, and religion. Read one section called Key Dominant Entities. The documents show the FBI wrongly projected there will be attrition and declining membership within white supremacist and nationalist extremist movements over the past few years. And in reference to white supremacy, the document says some RMVEs, radical motivated violent extremists, are driven by a belief in the superiority of a white race and a perception that U.S. government is conspiring with Jews and minority population to bring about the race demise. The 2020 threat guidance documents state the FBI has also begun using racially motivated extremism as a watered-down label for white nationalist groups. In the document leaked by the Young Turks, the FBI sought to lower the threat impact by the BIEs and identity who is recruiting on facilitating for such groups in the U.S. The FBI judges some RMVE perceptions of police brutality against African Americans such as justification and for premeditated and retaliatory violence against law enforcement in 2016. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a joke. This is really a joke. They trying to lie to the American public, saying they are BIE, which we never heard anything about the black identity extremists or black nationalists at all. And see, they're trying to say, oh, there's nothing to see here. Or they're trying to ignore the true fact, which white supremacist terrorists who's doing mass shootings across this country. See how they lie and try to basically protect themselves from the truth that's happening. See, ladies and gentlemen, this is why I said that they're trying to lie. They try to put all this stuff out there to make you believe that there's black identity extremists, there's white black supremacists in the country, which there's no evidence of. So we don't do mass shootings, we don't do suicide bombings and all of that kind of stuff, but yet that's what they want you to think, that they blame all this in the black community, that we're the ones that are doing this. Leave us a comment, tell me what you think, like, click subscribe, and remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.